Welcome to Winging It. We're playing Arkham Horror, the card game today. We are doing deck building for Zoe and Daisy in the Circle Undone hard, going into the second scenario at Death's Doorstep. They each have 7 XP to spend, which makes for a fairly straightforward upgrade. So for Zoe, with 7 XP to spend, I'd probably say this in every level, going from every level 0 Guardian deck, but it's going to be stick to the plan for 6 XP because it is an exceptional. So it's a level 3, but you have to double it. It's permanent. You can put 3 tactic or supply cards on it. So it's just, it's wonderful. I will put dodge and taunt on it for now. And for my last XP, I will spend Ever Vigilant. It is a tactic that you can put on stick to the plan. You can put 3 assets into play at once, reducing the cost of each by 1. So, really fantastic card. The permanent for stick to the plan doesn't take up a slot, so we don't have to remove a card for that. For Ever Vigilant, we'll go ahead and take out a Let Me Handle This. Again, I like Let Me Handle This. I don't think it's particularly necessary in this campaign, and I think we have other ways that Zoe, will have taunt to grab enemies. And both of them should be okay handling, the willpower treacheries. They have guts, or they can commit icons and that kind of thing. So I don't see it as being a really critical card. I really mainly had it for the first scenario where they're going to be split up. So now let's take a look at Daisy. And Daisy, with her 7 XP, we're also going to grab a permanent. I think Studious is analogous to Stick to the Plan. It lets you get another card in your opening hand, which just helps us set up, just like Stick to the Plan does. It's not an exceptional. It is a permanent. It's only 3 XP, so I feel like 2 Studious for 6 XP is basically kind of similar value to Stick to the Plan. It becomes some of my early upgrades for Seekers. So, but I'm not picking up 2 of them. I'm only picking up 1. I will pick up the other one later, assuming that we get XP for this next scenario. But people talk about how Old Book of Lore is Daisy's real signature card, and Old Book of Lore is good. But I am a huge fan of Encyclopedia, which I think is an even better tome for her, which is fitting, given that it's 2 XP. And it lets you choose an investigator your location. Investigator gets +2 to a skill till the end of the phase. So that means 3 actions basically with a +2 skill. She can give it to Zoe. She can give it to herself. Really good for just boosting passing tests. It's just a fantastic card. So for this, I have the Old Book of Lore and the Scroll of Prophecies. I'm going to ditch one of each. I'm not entirely sure. I don't want to ditch Old Book of Lore permanently because it is something that will help me get out of Astounding Revelation, and that makes it better than Scroll of Prophecies. Never mind that I played Scroll of Prophecies a little bit wrong in the moment in that last scenario. I know that it doesn't give you Astounding Revelation. I don't know why I did that, but my brain can swim in the heat of the moment. But I think Scroll of Prophecies is really good, especially if you're giving cards to Zoe and you want to help her fill up her hand. So I'm going to go with both of them. But my experience is that in Daisy, once I get the Encyclopedia out, that pretty much I find a use for it every single turn, and it's hard for me to actually go digging with Old Book of Lore or Scroll of Prophecies, especially when I have Mr. Rook, who can do that without having to cost her tome action. So anyway, we are going to put the 2 encyclopedias in. We've got the Studious. My next planned upgrades would be another Studious. I would like to get 2 of the Death Tarot, which I will use and replace Perception with. It's actually pretty good odds to hit it if you have 2 in your deck with 2 Studious. So that would be my plan. But for now, we're getting the encyclopedias, and hopefully Studious will help us grab one of those early on. So let's go to At Death's Doorstep.